You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. Hi, I'm Santa, your host. Yesterday, we spoke about staying positive, a way of life. Positivity is a choice and skill. It doesn't mean that you are not cognizant of the ills and pains in your life and the world for that matter. It just means that you've made a conscious decision to distill the pearls of wisdom situations and experiences may hold. Additionally, you are choosing to focus on embracing the world with a creative achievement mindset. Today, we're talking about the power of silent strength, not justifying yourself to skeptics. Validation, support, acceptance are all very human needs. It feels great when your small victories are acknowledged and celebrated, especially when we have been quietly and diligently working, sometimes even by ourselves. When you don't get the support that you crave, or when your friends and family or inner circle don't get it per se, you can often find yourself trying to justify your actions. The need to justify stems from a desire to defend ourselves, explain our decisions, and ultimately feel validation for the choices we make. Whether consciously or subconsciously, we often seek to rationalize our behavior in order to preserve our sense of self-worth and self-esteem. We also have a need to justify our actions stemming from a desire for social approval and acceptance. Humans are inherently social beings who crave connection and belonging. When we make decisions and they're perceived negatively by others, we feel compelled to justify our actions in order to maintain our social standing and avoid judgment. Also, it can bruise our ego. They can even reject us. Justification serves as a defense mechanism against potential criticism or condemnation from others, allowing us to maintain positive relationships and secure our place within social groups. However, when you have a goal, a dream, an aspiration, that one thing that you'll regret for the entirety of your life if you don't do it, you know what it is. Sometimes it feels like fire in your belly. Maybe you've always wanted to rise in your career, double your income, have better relationships, connect with your soulmate, travel around the world. Some people will not get it because it's not their dream. It can be heartbreaking, sad, and even lonely when those that are important to you will not support you. But sometimes that's the price that we have to pay to achieve our dreams. In life, there will always be people who doubt or criticize our actions, the naysayers or contrarians. While they may be tempting to justify our actions to those individuals, it's important to remember that our decisions are ultimately our own and do not require any validation from anyone. Justifying our actions to naysayers only gives them power over us and can lead to insecurity and self-doubt. Instead, it's crucial to trust our own judgment and hold true to our beliefs, regardless of external opinions. One reason why justifying our actions to naysayers can be harmful is that it can lead to a never-ending cycle of seeking approval from others. Who needs that? When we constantly seek validation from external sources, we are relinquishing our own power and autonomy. This can result in a lack of confidence and a tendency to second-guess ourselves in the future. By refusing to justify our actions to naysayers, we are affirming our authentic self and taking control over our own lives. Also, justifying our actions to naysayers may inadvertently give them a sense of authority over us. By engaging in arguments or attempting to explain ourselves to others, we are essentially granting them permission to pass judgment in our decisions. It's important to remember that we're not obligated to defend our choices to anyone, and that our own beliefs and values are valid in their own merit. Are the naysayers living the life you want? If the answer is sort of or no, then you have no reason to justify your actions. And just to be clear, we're talking in mostly a non-corporate and personal context. Obviously, if you're making decisions on behalf of a company, there's a hierarchy that must be respected in the decision-making process. Why would you do the same things someone else does to live a life you don't want? When you proactively stop justifying yourself to the naysayers, you free yourself from their negative influence and you can focus on your own goals and aspirations without being held by their doubts and criticisms. It allows you to fully embrace who you are and what you believe in without seeking validation or approval from others. Ultimately, it empowers you to live authentically and confidently, knowing that your worth is not determined by the opinions of others. One highly effective way to manage relationships with the naysayers is to set boundaries and limit your exposure to their negativity whenever possible. By setting boundaries, you can protect your own mental and emotional well-being from the constant barrage of negativity that naysayers bring with them. This may involve limiting the amount of time you spend with them, avoiding certain topics of conversation that tend to lead to negativity, or even cutting ties with those who consistently bring you down. It's important to prioritize your own mental health and surround yourself with positive influences whenever possible. Remember, you have the power to control who you allow into your life and how much influence they have over your thoughts and emotions. Everyone is not going to understand or support your journey, but as long as you believe in yourself, you can overcome any obstacle that comes your way. Remember, the most important thing is to stay true to yourself and to your own convictions. It's important to have confidence in your decisions and to trust that you're capable of making choices that align with your values and goals. By refusing to justify your actions to naysayers, you are asserting your independence and demonstrating that you are secure in your own sense of self. In doing so, you can cultivate a sense of inner strength and resilience that will serve well in the face of criticism or doubt. When you stay determined and maintain a positive attitude, it becomes nearly impossible for others to hold you back. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. Follow and subscribe to my YouTube channel at Do This First. You can also read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all of my podcast episodes on my blog, dothisfirst.life. Till tomorrow.
Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue. I see power in you. Past where you down. Look around, they can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in you.